Dina Mandel. I'm professor in the Faculty of Social Work. At least I was until June 30th. I'm now retired. So I've been here for 19 years, and in my faculty, I'm known as the Reflexivity Lady. There are a lot of definitions of reflexivity, and they vary. I think one of the formal ones that is probably the core and that most disciplines could agree on is that it's a systematic evaluation of one's presuppositions and assumptions, both theoretical and methodological. In my field, it's broader than that, and it goes to an examination ongoing of who we are and what we bring of ourselves to our teaching, to our interactions, our research, our scholarship. In science, there's an author named Stephen Jay Gould, the late Stephen Jay Gould, who wrote wonderful essays and books about how our own assumptions and methods drive the things we look for when we're doing research, even in the hard sciences. Certainly in geography, if you think about the assumptions you would have about other peoples and the way they live, or about places you've never been to and what they're like. History, all of those things are very important fields to bring reflexivity in. Education also, a lot of the writing on reflexivity is in education. How to embed reflexivity in our teaching? I would say first and foremost that you can't teach it if you don't model it. Reflexivity in teaching means that you have to constantly be open to recognizing that you have biases that have shaped your teaching. And if you're not always aware of that and ready to catch yourself in those biases and adjust, or if you're teaching in a way that your students respond to that tells you, I don't think I did that well, or I made assumptions about what good teaching is, and their responses are telling me that's not working here. Number two means, I would say, building in efforts to encourage and support reflexivity, like asking reflexive questions, challenging your students, like, what makes you say that? Or what's the thinking behind that question or behind that answer? And really supporting them to do what you're modeling, which is considering your assumptions, your presuppositions. Why do we think certain ways? Why do we believe certain things? Where does that come from? And how does it shape our learning?